Well, welcome. This is Love Dr. Pamela Smith. Thank you for joining me on the show tonight as we talk about, do you help a person or not? And if you do, does it matter what it's for? Now, I'm talking about this subject right now because we're in a crisis, and a lot of people in a crisis. And so you need this information right now, because especially men, you really need this information because you're going to be attacked. Most men are going to be attacked and looked up to in this situation. So this is a good subject. So make sure you share this with someone who needs the help. Let someone know about what I'm talking about. I love it when you give me hearts and likes and follow and subscribe. But make sure this subject right here needs to be shared with a lot of people, because this is going to help you understand where especially women are coming from if they are if they're coming to the men, that which is mostly what's going to happen. But it could be the other way around. So let's talk about it. So what is a helper? So a helper is someone that is called upon from a friend, a mate, a sibling to help them out of a crisis, which is what we're experiencing now. So the difference is, why do people come to people when they are in this situation? Of course, when there's a crisis, when they have a lack of money, when they've lost a job, when they're exchanging for sex. So do you actually help somebody and give them your finances actually, or do you make excuses? And I'm talking about it because we need to fix it, because there's a lot of women are complaining that men are making excuses. So I'm going to help you solve that by giving you the way to handle a situation like this, because it's so important. So let's talk about what would be some of the excuses that you give. The problem in this, because there are excuses that you will give. Your excuses could be, you're just selfish, or you're making an excuse because you really don't have it. You're making an excuse because you really don't want to, or you go around it because you want something in exchange for it. So that's what happens when someone comes to you. Those are the main reason you pretty much are trying to make a decision if you're going to help someone or not, based on that. And in actuality, you're making an excuse. Okay, I'll get to that later as to why you're making an excuse and not the other side. So why would you help? Most people help because why? They care, or they're concerned, or they want something in exchange. Those are the main reason you help someone, okay? But the problem is that most of you have a question as to why a person needed. And here is the thing that women are having a issue with this. Why does it matter if you're helping a person solve an issue? Why do you need to know why they need it? Because here's the whole gist in this. You either are going to give it to them, you either going to loan it to them, you either going to give all that they're asking for, or you going to give half of they're asking for, or you are either going to loan what they're asking for, or you're going to get half of what they're asking for. But the issue in that is most men don't know how to say yes or no, or this is what I'm giving. Most men come with a reason, or want the reason is needed. And here's what you don't understand, men. It doesn't matter. Because the whole point of this is that you either going to do it or not. If you do it, you trust enough, or you love enough, or you care enough to help that person. You're either not going to do it because something about that person you don't like, or something about a situation you don't care for, or you don't want to be a part of, or you know you're not going to get it back, get back what they're asking for. So if that's the case, why are you making it difficult? Because the answer to it is you either going to do it or you're not. See, and here is what the women complain about. You make an excuse as to why, and you're not actually making an excuse. You're trying to, what's the word? It's a word, it's on the tip of my tongue. It's almost like you're trying to, when you're dealing with a woman that you like, you're almost trying to exchange what you're giving. You want something back when they're asking you for monetary gain. It's like, well, if I give you this, what am I getting back? And that bothers women, because the whole point is you didn't even have to really say anything, because if you had slow your roll, you may have gotten what you wanted anyway. You see, but y'all are so quick to jump to that you're not asking, you're not really truly asking that right question, okay? So, or you're not making sure that whatever you're going to do, a person is willing, or you're willing, or they're willing to give you what you're asking, okay? So here's what's happening in this crisis and the whole thing about making a decision. And this is simpler to the point, a total flat solution. Simple. You either going to do it or you're not. It is simple as that. It doesn't matter about anything else. You either going to do it or you're not. If you're not, the reason someone do it or need it for doesn't matter, because you're not going to do it. So why are you grappling and going back and forth with somebody about someone you're not going to help, or someone you're not able to help? Why are you doing that? It's a waste of time, and you make a person dislike wanting to continue to be your friend or be a part of you. So if you're not, just say you're not. If you're not able, just say you're unable. Now, if you're going to do it, it doesn't matter. The only thing that need to come from you is, I'm loaning it or I'm giving it. And if you are loaning it, then you state when you want it back. And if you want to go to the paperwork and we need to sign something, then do that. But if you're giving it, it doesn't matter what it's for. Because if you believe you're not going to get it back, then just move on. Loan it and give it and move on. If you're going to loan it, do your paperwork and move on. If you want a woman to exchange and give you something in return, guess what? Women say that. If you want me to do something to get it, then say that. It's because it's reality. This is what most men say. You say that if I'm going to do for you or I'm going to help you, I got to get something in return. Then the women are saying, then say it. Doesn't mean you're going to get it. But say what you want. So then we both understand where we coming from when it comes to you helping. This doesn't matter if it's about money. It could be about sex. But just say what you want, and that's it. So I hope that helped you, because right now in the crisis, you're going to get called about a bunch. Everybody's going to get a call. Everybody's going to get an email or text. And you just have to decide where you will be in that position of helping someone. Yes or no. So, okay. So you've been with the Love Dr. Pamela Smith. I hope that helped you out. Remember, if you are single, remember true love is only delayed, and the mate that you're seeking will come when it is the right time. That's the way it is. If you're already in a relationship, make sure it's of peace, joy, and happiness. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you soon.